We've got Penny is still on the line with us. Thank you, Penny. And then we've got Jaden Dubell, who's our undergraduate programmer based in our Perth office, and Mark Henaway, who's one of our associates based in the Sydney office. So I'm going to hand over to these guys now, and they're going to share some of their story with you. Take it away, guys.
All right. Hey guys, I hope you're doing well. As mentioned, my name is Jaden Zubil, and I'm an undergraduate programmer within the digital team for Western Australia and Northern Territory, based in the Perth office. I'm joined today with my colleague Mark Henaway, an associate in the infrastructure team for New South Wales, based in the Sydney office, and we'll be presenting Aurecon's Indigenous involvement and inclusion strategies. So firstly, on behalf of Aurecon, we would like to pay our respects to elders, past, present and future, and to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people across the many communities in which we live, visit and work. We are incredibly grateful that Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander peoples have held onto their culture, and more so that they choose to share their cultures with us. We are better for it. I'd like to invite Mark to just tell a bit about himself with the tribes and his career directions and pathway to where he is today.
Yeah, good afternoon, everyone. So my name's Mark Henaway. I'm a Biri Gubba Juru man from Cape Upstart in North Queensland. I am the New South Wales Intelligent Transport Systems lead in Aurecon. I was my career started out in a slightly different way to most. I basically did a trade first before I undertook engineering. My foray into the workplace wasn't the best because it was a time when being different, particularly if you're Aboriginal or was a thing that unfortunately I suffered some scourges and the wrath of some people. But the thing is, I think someone just said before about being persistent. If you have a dream, you've got to just keep going for your dream, and these challenges, the best thing you can do is overcome them, and then you can lead the way to the people that follow in behind me. And so I do a fair bit of work with not the Indigenous Australian Engineering School, but also CSIRO's Indigenous Girls STEM Academy and the steering committee for that. Also the Engineers Australia Indigenous Engineering Group are opportunities that are afforded to me to be able to speak to and encourage and mentor the next generation of Indigenous engineers coming through the system, through the schooling system and through the university system.
Awesome. So a bit about my family and where I'm from. I have traditional ties to the Menang, Garang, Kaniang and Whadjuk tribes in the Noongar Nation. I am the direct descendant of Aboriginal warriors Yagan and Midjaguru, who are well known around the Perth and Southwest area. In fact, Aurecon actually participated in the Yagan Square project, and so that's been up for a couple of years now, and yeah, it's looking fabulous. For myself, I would say my story began as with most, if we just want to click again, sorry. Thank you. As with most, when I was in high school, I was fortunate enough to receive a scholarship to attend Guildford Grammar School from Medalla. And Medalla is actually a scholarship provider Aurecon has relationships with as well. So in 2017, I attended the Indigenous Australian Engineering Summer School, or in short, the IAES. Throughout the week, I got to meet various engineering companies, but it was only Aurecon that caught my attention to consider work experience. I did 4 days in the Aurecon Perth office, halfway in year 12, before I started to work casually as an undergraduate mechanical engineer in thermodynamics. After a year of studies at Curtin University, I realized calculus was my kryptonite. I didn't really know what I wanted to do, so I attended TAFE to complete a Cert 4 in programming. Where halfway through the course, I fortunately got accepted into the double degree, where I'm now studying in my first year, second semester, in a Bachelor of Commerce and Science, hoping to major in management and computer science. Next one, please. So as mentioned from Mark and myself, Aurecon actually has been attending the IAES. This is the Perth. In 2017, you can see me on the right side in the top left photo without the beard, of course. And, you know, it was a very fun experience. And then in 2018, I think that was the first time I met Mark in real life. And yeah, it was just awesome being able to help guide students with their career pathways. One year I'm a student, the next year, you know, I'm helping them with their future. So yeah. What were you presenting on the bottom right, Mark, if you remember the presentation?
Sorry. Yeah, the presentation was about the future of transport, so flying cars and drones, and where that's you know, the work that's happening around the world. It was part of a presentation that I issued to the Intelligent Transport Systems World Congress in Copenhagen. So.
Awesome. And then I think we've got some Sydney photos. The 10-year anniversary. So this is myself, Amanda, who's a senior mechanical engineer in the Perth office. Also, I'll mention her later on. And Mark, so I think IAES has been around for 20 years, but in terms of Perth, this year would be its 11th year. So next up is our Sydney IAES. Yeah, so on the bottom right photo, the person presenting is Jack Coppins. He's one of our mechanical engineers in the Adelaide office, and he's been with us for a couple of years now, still studying at university and achieving great stuff with many projects. So let's talk about Aurecon's 4 key areas of focus for its National Reconciliation Action Plan, developed for 2019 and 2021 by a dedicated team committed to Indigenous inclusion from numerous offices throughout Australia. We have more people that you can't see that's actually in the group. Our main focuses outlined in the RAP are creating pathways and opportunities for employment, business engagement, cultural awareness training, and cultural safety. At Aurecon, we have employed Indigenous Australians in various career paths, with some being engineers, programmers, drafters, and people in project management positions. We have also in the past and to this date have constant involvement with traditional owners for various projects across Australia and closely listen to ideas and information. This is crucial in having close, respectful relationships. Whenever Aurecon bring in Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander employees or cadets or people that are assisting with projects, there is cultural awareness training provided. I personally have also provided information for Aurecon to have access to so they can get a deeper understanding of my background. And I know many others, Indigenous people at Aurecon, have also presented where they're from. Finally and not least, cultural safety is a must. We have symbols of acknowledgement and respect in our offices, which may range from acknowledgement and welcome to countries, art, plaques of acknowledgement, and consultation with elders on projects in the country. And if we go next. So, as you can see, this is the Perth office. On the bottom right, this is actually a wall art of the Waggle, which was believed to be, or the rainbow serpent, which is believed to be the creator of our lands in Western Australia. We have many paintings from various artists. Generally, we like to try and get different people each year. We have ties and neck scarves available for people for when they go out on site for different projects, if they want to wear it or take it home. And yeah, bottom left, we've actually got a yarning circle, which is something that is recently started at the start of this year, where people from the Aurecon office will talk about different aspects of diversity and inclusion. And on the top right, we've got some boomerangs, the kangaroo skin, some files as well, which is also available if anyone wants to view them. And next. So we hope to see more Indigenous Australians attend higher education, and that's why Aurecon has partnered with the University of Technology Sydney to deliver the Gulliwa Indigenous Scholarship. Gulliwa in the Gadigal language means to climb, and is available to students studying engineering or information technology. It is a scholarship that spans over 3 years, where it provides financial support, mentoring, paid work placements, and pastoral care. So yeah, thank you for listening to the presentation. If you would like to contact our Diversity and Inclusion Manager, Penny, who is also in this call, Mark, or myself, we have attached our LinkedIn and email addresses. Do not be afraid to write to us.